and we're live on Facebook, like I said, and YouTube. I need to do a few shout-outs real quick. Update on David Michelson out there in Dayton with the kidney transplant. There's been a little change-up. Phil was a donor for David, but they decided to give Phil's kidney to someone else because he's a rare blood type. And so now they've found another donor for David. So they're going to be going under an operation. I've done a live interview with them. If you'd like to see more about that, you can see it on afdesigns.online. Went out to Dayton and did a little interview with them. There's an event to help as a fundraiser for him, and that's out at Gold Coast, I think it was, Zach. Was that right? Gold Coast
Gold
Dust in Carson, yes, from 12 to 4, and that's on Saturday the 20th. And I think it's $20. You get a hot dog, you get to play some games, shoes.
3 games, bowling, and shoes, and a hot dog, and a soft drink.
Yeah, and that's a pretty good deal, and that would really help him out. He's got medications, and it has to have a place to stay afterwards, and we just want him to know that his community loves him, and that's why we're doing it. I'm gonna cry. Anyway, but I do love people, and he touched me, and I'm gonna help him any way I can. Today we are honored to have these many people. We have a switcheroo going out in a few minutes at the half-hour or 45-minute mark. However this show lands today, we're just gonna go with the flow and bring good information to our listeners. And we have about 3 minutes, Zach. We're going to have a little note from Christian from Rough Riders. I had to kick him off a mic this morning and say, hey, can you give me an MP3? We're very passionate about animal rescues. And so sometimes Christian brings a dog in here, and we have a dog in here. And last week we had Hagrid, and he's a pity. Is he a mix? I can't remember.
He is a mix. I think he's a pit mastiff mix.
Oh yes, a blue something. But he'll tell us, I'm sure.
Beautiful dog.
Yeah, he is. He really is a good, well-behaved dog. I mean, he slept the whole time under the table. I had to take a picture aside so that people could see actually what he looked like. He's just, a really happy dog. And they have more. They have some from Thailand, and they have other things like that. So, make sure you looked under roughriders.org under the unadoptables to find out more information. I know that he has a little special going on for Easter where you get $50 off, I believe, on adoption fees. So
nice.
Even if you want to foster, you can help in that way.
Yeah, they're always looking for foster homes, and to break the misnomer on it, basically we just need a place for the dogs to be safe at. They will provide you with food and bowls and toys and stuff like that.
And the vet bills, they take care of everything. All you got to do is provide the space.
And some love.
And some love, yeah. Sometimes they come from a horrible situation. I just read where a dog was out in the middle of the field. Someone had tied him to a tractor in the heat with no water, and he was rescued and brought back, and found a loving home. And those are the stories that touch my heart, and that's why I want to help those kinds of people. I'm involved in more than one dog rescue, but Christian comes in, and he lost his other show that he was on, and asked me if I would take over that spot. So we did. afdesigns.online. We want to thank our are we on live Facebook right now?
We are on Facebook Live, yes.
Leave us your comments. We want to hear from you. If you want to interact with us, we welcome calls. That's 844-790-TALK. That's 844-790-8255. If you're a little shy and don't like the mic, then you can text us at 775-237-2266. And I am just overwhelmed this morning with all the love in this room. I can feel it already. And we're getting ready to go to our first break here in just a little bit. But Zach, give Celtic Fish a little plug for us on our way out.
Oh, goodness, a quick plug. For any of your IT needs, your security needs, or if you just question if you get the right thing going, just reach out to us. We'd love to come out and check out your network, give you a free evaluation, and, we have a heart for small businesses, so if you don't know, let us help you.
And you do go to people's homes and help them out?
We don't do in-home.
You business.
We do business, or if you bring it to the office.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's good to know.
Yes.
And we love y'all out there so much, and thank you for tuning in and making this the fastest growing show on America Matters. We're going to a break. We'll see you in a little bit on the flip side.
Hi there, Leroy Marshall here to welcome you to our new world-famous Marshall Mint at the Reno Town Mall. You'll find gold and silver bars, the V&T Railroad, Wild Mustangs, and Angels of the Day medallions, one-of-a-kind estate jewelry, Morgan dollars, fashion gold and quartz jewelry. See the free museum with precious stones and crystals from all over the world. The Marshall Mint, now open in Reno at the Reno Town Mall.
It's your worldwide invite to Barbecue, the Butcher's Kitchen. Perfection in tri-tip, rib tips, and brisket. Rotisserie chicken with the white sauce, all hardwood smoked. Old world sausage aged to perfection. Wood smoke fire barbecue, the Butcher's Kitchen, 7689 South Virginia. Call in and pick up dinner. Barbecue, the Butcher's Kitchen. Get in and get real.
Do you need high-quality estate planning and family law services? I'm Reno attorney Todd Torvinen. I practice in the areas of estate planning, probate, family law, and divorce taxation. I'm also experienced in probate and family law litigator and believe that prevailing in any litigation requires diligent, methodical preparation. As a certified estate planning law specialist and certified public accountant, I'm singularly qualified to analyze the financial aspects of marital, family assets, or a decedent's estate. A large part of my practice is done in real time. It means that preparation of estate planning and family law documents occurs with the client present, and they're reviewed with the client at the time the client is there. Your documents are examined line by line and explained to you, then modified based upon your input. This client-focused approach leverages the current technology and enhances the attorney-client communication and relationship. The idea is to produce a better product. Please call me at 775-825-6066 to schedule an appointment today. Again, 775-825-6066.
Hi everybody, this is Sharon Oren and I'm here for Coffee with Sharon, the newest, hottest radio show at Northern Nevada. So why don't you join me on April 18th, 5 to 6. Remember, April 18th, 5 to 6 on my new weekly show when we're going to have everybody that is somebody and everybody that you didn't know was somebody joining me over here for a Coffee with Sharon, talking about Northern Nevada, our local politics, and what's happening in our little state. So tune in, April 18th, 5 p.m. I'll be here. Will you?
The nonprofit Reno Sparks Assistance League Thrift Shop is the main source of funding for 12 philanthropic programs. Staffed and managed by all member volunteers, they are proud of their reputation as one of the best and friendliest thrift shops in the Reno Sparks area. Their members work hard to make sure the merchandise is always of good quality, clean, and priced fairly. Come see for yourself at 1701 Vassar Street in Reno, open 10 to 4 Monday through Saturday.
Hi everybody, this is Sharon Oren with Coffee with Sharon. Remember, Thursday, April 18th, 5 p.m. I'll be here. Will you?
To join the conversation, call 844-790-TALK. That's 844-790-8255. Now back to the show.
Welcome back, friends. I'm Zach Hill from Celtic Fish, your co-host here. If you're just tuning in to join us, we have a studio full of guests, and we'll actually be trading out a couple here right after the halfway point. And we can't wait to hear all the great things in store.
Yeah, and we have a little message from Christian at roughriders.org, and as soon as I get the signal we're good to go, we'll play that for you. He's got some unadoptable dogs that we need adopted.
Yes.
Been a lot, he goes and saves them even at the last moments from being euthanized. And we're going to be kicking off a fundraiser next week for him. Mm-hmm. He's going to be growing into a fleet. So he needs some vans and he needs some help with funding. And so we're kicking off that next week, and I'll probably run that for a month to let people get time to get paid and help out, you know. So I'm excited about being a part of that. How about you, Zach?
Awesome.
Yeah.
Definitely. We always love helping out nonprofits in the area.
Yeah. I'm not sure if we have our little, we'll just go with it.
And so are they unadoptable because...
Just they have little quirks, like maybe they might have separation anxiety, or like Hagrid, his eyelashes were growing back into his eyes, and they had to do surgery. And other than that, now he has a little separation anxiety, needs doggy daycare, but he is so sweet. He is so sweet, and a picture of him can be seen on my business connections with Anita page and my website afdesigns.online, and there's links to roughriders.org on there too to take you right to that page.
My sister ended up rescuing a pit mix, and he is the sweetest dog in the entire universe. I love that dog so much. He will give her hugs. Like, and yeah, whenever she leaves, his world ends, but whenever she comes back, he's like the happiest dog alive. He's so cute. So don't be intimidated about the pit bull mix thing. They're adorable.
They are adorable. And I think it's all on how they're treated in the home when they're a puppy, you know. They just got a bad rap from all, you know, a Rottweiler can do the same thing as a pit bull, you know. It's crazy.
Well, I'd put it out there that just about any dog can be a nasty, mean little thing if that's what you turn it into.
Yeah, I've had schnauzers bite me. For some reason, that breed just doesn't like me. It's been more than once, and I just don't understand. But most dogs cling to me. I could be clear on the other side of the parking lot, and that dog is taking the owner to me. It's funny. You'll have to hang out sometime and check that out. I'm just playing. I want to go around the studio here and just kind of introduce yourself and about your business and what you do. So I'm going to start with you.
I'm Carrie Brayler from Pinnacle Wellness. We are an alternative wellness center focusing on detoxification, circulation. Far infrared is what I have predominantly a lot of. So.
Perfect. I'm an esthetician licensed, and so I have a high interest in all that infrared stuff. I know it does amazing things.
It does.
And light therapy as well. I'm very interested in that. And then I met Chaz. And what do you do?
I'd first like to say that Pinnacle Wellness is a phenomenal space. If you haven't been there, they have a new location, and it is quite amazing. Please go check them out.
Where's their new location at, real quick?
35 West Regency Way. So you know where Brick's Restaurant is?
Yes.
Right adjacent from Brick's Restaurant. It's a lovely new location. It's not new, though. It's been there a year already.
Wow,
a year is still kind of new.
Time flies when you're having fun.
Right?
Yeah. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Go ahead. Didn't mean to interrupt.
Yeah, no worries. So I'm Chaz Allen. I am the CEO and founder of Healing One, which we do. We're pretty much what we call ourselves as a balanced float center. So we do the flotation therapy, sensory deprivation. We're the only people in Reno and surrounding areas at the moment that are doing that. But really, we look at healing in very balanced aspect. We look at passive and active approaches to healing. So our passive is sensory deprivation, massage therapy, energy healing, things like that. We also have oxygen therapy and a far infrared system too. But then we also do events, a lot of events in the community which are more active, like dancing and flow arts, which is like spinning props around you, juggling, poi, hoops, stuff like that. But we really look at healing as a balanced thing. You don't just have to lay on a massage bed to get some healing. You could be out there dancing and having fun and being goofy and silly to really get some release.
Amen.
Right? Exactly.
Bringing in the positive energy, right?
Exactly. Yeah, in any form, in any shape. I think oftentimes we look at it has to be like healing has to be serious and strict and stuff like that. And some of the best healing I've ever got was at an ecstatic dance, just dancing and doing the weirdest, craziest things I could possibly do with my body. So, but so we're called Healing One, and we're actually right across the road here. We're not very far from this location. We're right on Redfield Parkway.
Oh, yeah, that's just across the street here. We're at Reno Town Mall for those listening in, and that's at 401 South Virginia Street. And there's a lot going on in this mall. It's really starting to bring life back into it, and there's a lot happening here. So I'm glad to be in this space where things are going and moving. I have a new word. I decided momentum. Momentum has been my word for like the last week because I need to have momentum to push me through this crap. What's your name?
Good morning. My name is Desiree, and I'm a ballroom dance teacher here in the area. So that's why I was like, amen, the whole free movement and healing through that way. It's beautiful to see all the different kinds of students that I have. It's wedding couples. It's the 95-year-old who can't remember my name, but when I put on music, he remembers stuff he learned 40 years ago.
That's amazing.
Just being able to work through people's relationship issues because they learn to communicate better through dancing with another person.
You got to move with them, or you stomp all over them.
It's so sad.
I am not a good dancer, I have to say. I love to do it. I mean, I used to love to do it, but I love to watch it. But I am not that girl. I have two left feet.
Well, you should come see me because I can fix that.
Okay. Maybe I need some balance. Maybe that's what I'm missing is your...
Well, there's also, we look at it very dance therapy almost, so there is this event called Ecstatic Dance, if you guys haven't heard of it, but pretty much my favorite part about ecstatic dance is you're not allowed to talk to each other on the dance floor. So normally you go somewhere and you're like, hey, good to see you, let's communicate, but ecstatic dance, there's no talking, so really it's just weird movement. You're just moving all over, and even if you can't dance, you're still dancing.
I see.
Right, so maybe go see Desiree and try ecstatic dance and kind of mesh in between those.
Fit right in.
That sounds kind of cool, actually. I wouldn't have to talk to somebody. And
well,
just
you don't
kinda
necessarily have to talk to people when you're doing ballroom. It's kind of cool. There's some where social dancing can be taken two ways. Like you can come and meet up with old friends you haven't seen in years because you have a dance family, right, that everybody comes and sees. And but then you also, there's one style called blues or blues fusion, and that actually relates a lot into more of the ecstatic stuff because you're not actually doing choreographed things. And if you can move with a partner, then it works and it's considered part of that. The music is very low and methodical and soothing. And it just kind of, it brings your base heart rate down a little bit. And so you guys, you actually come into almost a coma state with your partner, and there's no talking. It's very therapeutic. I enjoy it a lot. There's actually classes here in Reno that do that. So.
Yeah, and where are you located at?
So I'm teaching out of the Ballroom of Reno. We are located on Sutro Street, right by Hug High. It's a sketchy spot, but we bring a little sunshine. And I'm looking to get a second location over on Moana, so we've got something a little bit more south. But come see us. We've got a gigantic space, a bunch of different ballrooms, and it's a blast.
I thank you for being here today and enlightening me on that. Welcome. And we got to chat just a little bit, and I think someday we're going to probably have to have a cup of coffee because I think just connecting with you a little bit before the show, I think we have a lot to share with each other, and I can see compassion in your eyes, and I appreciate that this morning. And welcome.
Thank you. My name is Jane Rubenstein, and I do quite a few things, but basically I have a private practice where I work with energy medicine, ancient Chinese medicine, without the acupuncture. I don't work with Chinese herbs or needles, but other forms of ancient Chinese medicine is what I work with. And I also have a form that I use for people to help them find the unconscious belief that they're carrying that's causing them sabotage. It's like, why can't I get there? Or
I knew there was a reason why I was supposed to talk to Jane this morning.
It's like, there's the old joke of the gal who has the boyfriend. She gets rid of the boyfriend because he has certain attributes. And then she finds another boyfriend that's the same boyfriend, but looks different, has a different car, and then she gets rid of him. She finds another boyfriend, which is the same boyfriend.
It's called love addiction, and it's a deeper dependency.
Yes.
And I look like I have a caller on the line, I think, here. So we're Maria, stay with us. When we come back from the break, we're going to take our caller from Germany, and we're so blessed to be reaching the world this morning.
Yeah,
You all in this room and that room out there that's going to be coming in here in a few minutes, we're reaching the world, and we're going to change it for the better. Zach, what do you think about that? How this show's grown?
It's every week there's something new, and we have forward and upward momentum. It's incredible.
Good word.
See, momentum. That's the new word. I think I'm going to make a big banner on my Facebook page and say momentum.
All right, well, stay tuned with us. We're going to go and hear a couple words from our station sponsors.
Old Tales of Nevada, Past and Present, a TV show that tells the story of Nevada's past, present, and future. Whether it's people, places, things, or events, we cover it all on Old Tales of Nevada, Past and Present. Why do we do it? To bring pride to those who live in this great, historic, important state of Nevada. Old Tales of Nevada, Past and Present. Watch every Sunday at 7 a.m. on the CW Network, Spectrum Channel 12 and 695, DirecTV Channel 9, and Channel 8.3 off air. Till then, have a great Nevada day.
Looking for family entertainment? How about remote-controlled car racing on Nevada's largest indoor dirt track? Whippet RC Raceway and Hobbies. No equipment or racing skill is necessary. Rental cars are available and the staff will instruct you. All ages are welcome with classes for beginners, weekly races, and a monthly competition with a $100 cash prize. Want to buy your own 1/10 scale RC car or need parts on repairs? Whippet has a full hobby shop featuring recognized brands like Lowesley, Associated, Traxxas, Axial, and more, and now carries drones and drone parts. Whippet is the perfect venue for birthday parties or company and other special events. That's Whippet RC Raceway and Hobbies, located at 1005 Standard Street off Panther Drive exit in North Reno. Give them a call today at 775-686-8415. On Facebook and Instagram, search for Whippet RC, offering family fun for everyone 5 days a week, Wednesday through Sunday.
Hi there, Leroy Marshall here to welcome you to our new world-famous Marshall Mint at the Reno Town Mall. You'll find gold and silver bars, the V&T Railroad, Wild Mustangs, and Angels of the Day medallions, one-of-a-kind estate jewelry, Morgan dollars, fashion golden quartz jewelry. See the Free Museum with precious stones and crystals from all over the world. The Marshall Mint, now open in Reno at the Reno Town Mall.
Destination Midtown. Experience the difference. Reno's premier shopping extravaganza. Everything imaginable and more. Midtown matters. Get down to Midtown.
Ponderosa Meats, the anchor of Midtown since 1954. USDA choice, USDA prime cut. Ponderosa grass-fed beef. Call 775-322-4063. Ponderosa Meats, tradition, quality, and prime service.
Midtown Reno. Experience the difference. Get down to Midtown. Midtown matters.
Hey, lady! What's for lunch today? Out to lunch. Mondays at noon. 1180 KCKQ, a production of America Matters Media.
Are you shy and don't want to talk on the air? Text us your questions or comments to 775-237-2266. Now back to the show.
And I think we have Maria on the line. Hello.
Hello, Anita. This is Maria. Hi. I want to tell something to the wellness, because I was on a wellness weekend almost 15 years ago, and we had a sauna, and afterwards we rested up in a hay room. It was called the hay room because there were wild herbs and hay and fresh wood that give a special note, nothing synthetical, but all natural. And we felt like newborn afterwards. We felt the senses again, because we are always in a hurry and we don't have time, and we forget how to feel or to smell or to taste something that we don't really can take the real taste and the smell, and so all is overloaded, and we went back to the roots and we were totally relaxed.
Yes, get connected with nature, right? And it gives you a renewal.
Yes, it was really good. And yes, and I want to say I listen to your shows since the start of the year on a regular basis, and I like it. And yes, and I want to say I love that you are doing so much for the man who needs a kidney, and I want to wish him the very best, that it will fit this time, and that he will be a newborn when he gets the kidney. So,
amen. Well, we just love that you called in. What else? Go ahead.
I beg your pardon?
Oh, I thought I interrupted you, so I was trying to let you talk.
Okay, so no, I don't want to hold you up, so I will leave you, and okay, I just wanted to call and say hi, and
well, Maria, you are welcome to call us on this show anytime you want to, and I know that Dennis Romeo was someone else that you listened to, and I can tell you when I look up, I can see those orange T-shirts sitting on the wall over there, and he is in the house, and we're thankful to be where we are today because of that man.
Yep.
Okay. Yes. Okay. I wish you the very best, and I will listen to the show now.
Thanks for calling in, Maria.
Here it's evening, and I have to eat something because I'm so hungry.
Okay.
But I will have my headphones on, so I will listen to the show. Okay.
Well, thank you for taking us to dinner with you tonight, and we look forward to talking to you. And we can't thank you enough, Maria, for taking time to call us. And we wish you well, and God will bless you way beyond measures. And I'm going to hang up with you now and get back to our guests. And we were talking to Jane here. We're going to let her say a little bit more about this healing stuff with senses, right? More. Go ahead.
Well, that particular process is to track down the belief that is running the show. I truly believe that what we put out is what we get back. Mm-hmm. And if our beliefs if they're out there and people will respond to them, sometimes people respond to them because it's a codependent response. It depends upon who the person is on the other side. The energy medicine, I teach people how to use techniques to build their energy field, to balance it and build it so that they can control more of the anxiety and calm that down. There are also systems that are totally about joy. They're called radiant circuits. And to make sure those radiant circuits are functioning properly, and there are exercises to build those and build resilience in them. So it's a process of really giving a person information that they can use if they're willing to do a little bit of work, like 5 or 10 minutes a day, to build resilience in the field. There are 9 energy fields that function the body, that make the body function. And so I teach 6 of those.
Amazing.
Yeah.
A lot of information going on in this room. We're going to have all these people back.
Yeah.
We're going to have to be fun. We do have openings in May starting. Do we have the booking for the second week of May or later?
We have one on the 8th, but we can definitely bring another person on.
Or 2 or 3. Mm-hmm. We have 4 mics, and we have the ability of switching or ruin out. Mm-hmm. Let's hear more about. We'll go around the room again here. We have about 6 minutes, and I'm going to let you guys just talk a little bit more about what you offer and where you're located again, in case people miss that, and then we'll switch with the other group.
There are many different ways to heal. That's why we're all here.
Mm-hmm. Right.
So you
because there's not one fix all.
That's right. You find what you resonate with, and a lot of times it's the person who's operating whatever they've got going on for you that the resonation is with. But it doesn't matter as long as you find something that you can work with, because we're going down if we don't figure this out. You know?
Right.
We need to be supporting each other, and that's what everyone in this room is doing, is supporting what they understand and know, and the techniques and the technology that they have. There are just so many different ways to heal, and that the idea is pick one.
And I think that it changes throughout a lifetime. You know, when you're shattered inside, I just went through a little episode over the weekend. I had enough, and I kind of came out in a rage. I've just had enough. Life has dealt me an awful lot of stuff to try and deal with, and what's on my plate right now is I need a place to live by May 13th because my longtime landlord and friend has cancer, and it's not ending well on either ends, and that has saddened me to lose a friendship after all these years too. But it is what it is. And I keep getting back up, and I keep trying, but I'm tired. I've been through 2 passings and lots of loss of other things, jobs, trying to find out who I am, people picking on me, you know, kind of feeling like the flesh on the road, and vultures are coming and just taking a slice of meat. And I wanted to give back to my community, and I created Business Connections with Anita, and that's how I came out of it. But you know, when there's no more safety net, you don't have anybody, you don't have, there's been a falling out since my passing of my dad. And so I don't have a family support here. I have one nephew that supports me, and he's 20. And I really, at 55, don't want to put all this on a 20-year-old. But he is kind and loving, and he has shown me that. He really does care about me, and that was important. My boyfriend is very supportive. We've been through a lot, you know, and now we're looking for a place to live. So if there's anybody out there in the listening area that has a house, 2-bedroom, 2-bath is really what would be comfortable for us. We're not asking for a lot, a safe place to live. I don't want to be living in Bullet Alley and have that stress. I do have a dog, a Yorkie. She's 6.5 pounds, and I have a cat that's probably 30 pounds. But they're both really well-behaved animals, and we're looking for a place to rent. And, you know, in Reno, the costs have gone so high, which adds to what we're talking about here. These daily stresses, after a while, they start clinging on to you. And that's where I got to over the weekend. I can only fight off so much. But when it's, you know, it keeps coming day after day, then you don't know what to do, you know?
Well, and that's kind of the thing, is it is always coming. Right. It's always coming in. It's always coming in. And this is why I kind of come back to energy medicine. I'm also an energy healing practitioner. Is coming back to the energy medicine, we realize that we're empaths. We're gaining a lot, right? We're bringing in a lot. But how much are you releasing? Are you completing the circuit? Are you grounding it out? Are you letting it go? You know, these things that come onto our plate, we keep. Right? And then we stack and stack and stack, and then if you look at it as a plate, you know, you have all these cups and all this stuff, and it eventually gets too big, and what do? Blows up, right? Blows up in your face and all over everyone else and things like that. And so that's a lot of what I teach in energy medicine, is just be aware of your energy body and where you're gathering energy, because we do store it, we do take it in. It's our job to complete the circle or complete the circuit and release it through energy healing work or through, you know, anything that we have at these healing centers. That's what a lot of that does, is release that energy, and then we come back to a state of oneness, of beingness, and then we're a little bit better, you know. And so to your point with what everything you have going on, you know, my saying is never easy, right?
No.
But always worth it.
Right.
Right. You, through all of this adversity, you have now created this thing, and it's taking off, and it's a beautiful thing, and people are starting to communicate and collaborate on these topics. You know, and that's just through that adversity, just through, you know, you taking in so much where you had to release it and be like, okay, Got to change it up. Got to switch it up.
Yep, that's one thing that happened when this microphone went on for the first time, which I've been on the air for almost a year. I think April 25th, it'll be a year.
Congratulations.
I started out with Reno Technology Academy, and they had me host their show, and they did ask me, and I found out yesterday that I will be teaching summer robotics for the middle schoolers again this year, and I'm really excited about that. I did a radio show with them all on, and we talked about drones and robotics and businesses that would use that, and it was a great time. And our engineer Craig was amazing with the kids. They got to go back there and fiddle with the mixers and all the different things and take me to break and all those wonderful things. And I have about 20 seconds. Do you want to tell us about Pinnacle Wellness again, where you're located at least? And
Sure. And so just real quick, I just want to say I was interested in putting in a float tank. And then when I found out that Chaz had Healing One, I was like, well, that's silly. Why would I do that? So Chaz gave me a bunch of his cards and discount cards. So I passed those out like candy at Pinnacle Wellness. So I think that it is a nice group of healers that Reno is starting to acquire. Maybe they're just starting to come out of the woodwork because it's a safe place to be now.
Stay with us, folks. We'll be right back.
Destination Midtown. Experience the difference. Reno's premier shopping extravaganza. Everything imaginable and more. Midtown matters. Get down to Midtown.
Dragonfly Bath & Body products are made with all natural ingredients right on the premises. Develop your own distinctive essential oil body spray at the Fragrance Bar. Catch the Dragonfly Bath & Body experience at 728 South Virginia and dragonflybath.com.
Midtown Reno. Experience the difference. Get down to Midtown. Midtown matters.
You've heard of Candelaria's Mexican restaurants. Well, there's more to Candelaria's than just Mexican for lunch and dinner. Now at the Reno location, Candelaria's is open for your favorite American breakfast and lunch. Located at 180 West Peckham in the Reno Town Mall Annex, Candelaria's is serving breakfast starting at 6 a.m. And for lunch, mix and match your Mexican and American favorites for the best of both worlds. Come see Candelaria's today. Carry out and delivery is also available. Just call 449-5502 to place your order today.
Destination Midtown. Experience the difference. Reno's premier shopping extravaganza. Everything imaginable and more. Midtown matters. Get down to Midtown.
A new garage door from Overhead Door Company can drastically increase your curb appeal and security. Check out quality garage doors from the genuine original Overhead Door Company of Sierra Nevada, Reno. Quality service in the heart of Midtown. Look for the red ribbon logo.
Midtown Reno. Experience the difference. Get down to Midtown. Midtown matters.
Hi, honey.
Don't you hi, honey, me. Your life is so f***ed up.
Wait a minute. I'm not that bad.
You have a DUI. You even beat me up the last time you were drunk. And that babe you're running around with is on meth and lost your kids to CPS. And don't get me started on your brother. He's as bad as you are, ignoring his court stuff for so long that now he's going to jail.
Well, what can I do, honey?
You can go see Dr. Richard. That's what. Dr. Richard can help you with court-approved counseling and classes. He works with DUIs and substance abuse, drug court and CPS compliance issues, and can do mental health evaluations. You better call right now, dude. 775-683-1108. Call Dr. Richard today. 775-683-1108.
You know, honey, I tell you what, I'm going to call him right now.
Well, let me give you those numbers again. You better remember this. Call Dr. Richard, 775-683-1108. He can really help you. 775-683-1108.
You know what, honey, I'm doing it for you because I don't want to be f***ed up anymore.
Hi everybody, this is Sharon Oren and I'm here for Coffee with Sharon, the newest, hottest radio show of Northern Nevada. So when you join me on April 18th, 5 to 6, remember, April 18th, 5 to 6 on my new weekly show when we're going to have everybody that is somebody and everybody that you didn't know was somebody joining me over here for a Coffee with Sharon, talking about Northern Nevada, our local politics, and what's happening in our little state. So tune in, April 18th, 5 p.m. I'll be here. Will you?
This is America Matters Media on AM 1180 KCKQ, a Lotus broadcast station. The power of radio since 1967.
Want to expand your advertising dollar? Sponsor this or any America Matters program by calling 775-827-8900, extension 2. Now back to the show.
Thanks for staying with us this morning, all of our listeners and our Facebook Livers and anybody that's watching us on YouTube. We have an ever-burgeoning room here at the station. If you want to get on with us, please just reach out to Anita at AmericanMatters.us. So we are going to go to Raquel for a little bit. Welcome, Raquel.
Thank you, Zach. Happy to be here. So I'm Raquel Starakiviada, the director of the Energy of Breath School. I offer community-wide workshops with breath work to raise our awareness, release stress, open up our perspectives and our hearts, and also online, globally, with different kinds of workshops and trainings. And it's such an honor to be here with such a bright community. Reno has a lot to offer, especially in the holistic areas, for people to grow and heal and get really aligned with their purpose and their health.
It definitely does. New things every day, and it's exciting to see because regular medicine sometimes has some very unsavory side effects.
Right. So I have a little medicine I'd love to share. It takes about 30 seconds, and it's our breath. Basically, the breath is the key to our aliveness, and the deeper and fuller our conscious breathing is, the more full and aware our life is and more fruitful. So if everybody would oblige me, I'll guide us all through like a 30-second little breathing exercise.
Sounds fantastic.
Let's do it. Okay, so everybody just get comfortable. You can close your eyes and feel like you're slowing down into your body a little bit. And I'm going to guide us through this mouth and nose breathing exercise. You want to feel that you're breathing very deeply. 3 seconds to inhale, 3 to exhale throughout your whole body. So here we go. In mouth, out mouth. In mouth, out nose. In nose, out nose. In nose, out mouth. And in mouth, out mouth. And just feel some stillness for a couple of seconds. Then opening your eyes when you're ready. So this is just a very short example of what can be done with the breath, but you can see how in a few seconds you start to get centered and clear, for starters.
Very grounding.
Yeah. It's like
oxygen to the brain.
Mm-hmm.
It's like getting like a 30-minute nap.
That's true.
Power nap.
Because also we're regulating our brain waves and releasing really helpful neurotransmitters and endorphins through the body. So if you want to learn more, you can find me at Energy of Breath School. Just look it up online.
And it's on YouTube.
YouTube and Facebook and Instagram.
We love YouTube.
Yes. And for those of you who are able to watch this live, you should check out her outfit because it's fabulous.
Oh,
yes.
I feel like yours is too.
She got hers at Ross for $10. I learned that this morning.
That's how you stay mentally healthy, people.
Retail therapy. Retail therapy, for sure.
Excellent. Thank you for sharing, Raquel. I also want to turn the mic over and introduce Dana from Describe Day. Welcome, Dana.
Well, hello, everybody, and I would like to say thank you to everyone here, Raquel, Jane, Desiree, Carrie, and Chaz. Thank you, Zach. Thank you, Anita. These lovely people are friends of mine, and I brought them together here so that they can share with you exactly what they do to be able to help you, because change is imperative. It's going to happen no matter what you do. So if you want to change with grace, try checking out their information or their websites or their LinkedIn. Get in touch, folks, if you need some help or you just want to know more.
Well, give us a little rundown on what you do, Dana.
Yeah.
This is Business Connections with Anita, after all.
I know. Well, I'm a content writer and editor, and I've been very lucky to work with everybody here to do that. And I host my office, or my office is hosted by Celtic Fish, which I'm so grateful for these guys. They save me every time, almost every day. So thank you, Celtic Fish. Thank you, Zach. But as a writer, what I do is I try to find information that is insightful and useful. And I've decided that my niche is actually wellness and health and self-development. And so if you have any information you would like to put out to the public, please just give me a call. It is 775-432-0715, or you can reach me on LinkedIn.
Excellent. It's great to hear from you, Dana. And she is an amazing office mate, and anytime I can't get my head straight to write something, she's always a boon.
We won't say where.
Shush. I took the mic away.
What a fun time in here this morning. Breath is very important. Can you hear me?
Yep.
Breath is very important because it gives us oxygen to our brain to be able to handle the things that are coming at us. And that breathing exercise has made me feel renewed, and I just want to thank you so much for that, Raquel.
Oh, it's an honor and amazing to be here and share this. And the thing is that with these breath techniques, specifically, we get into what's called the gamma brainwave state, which is a higher functioning state to be in. So then we can make decisions with more clarity that are more in tune with our real needs and what we're here to offer, plus then be in harmony with more people in our community and access higher levels of connection and communication as well. So it's a very powerful tool. It's what I call brain training, literally with our breath as well.
That's very interesting, folks.
I know. Well, the wonderful thing about working with Jane and working with Carrie and Chaz and Desiree is that the brain, we're just now starting to get our user's manual, right, with the latest research, okay? So if you've looked on YouTube and seen Joe Dispenza or seen Bruce Lipton or Greg Braden or anybody who is trying to import information into what's been realized in neuroscience, in psychology, then you're like, well, I can't make it to Portland or I can't go to Mexico. You can look here and you can talk to Raquel and you can talk to Jane. And you can always go dancing with Miss Desiree. She will get it together for you so you can have some fun. Chaz over here will make you float into the stars. And Miss Carrie with Pinnacle Wellness will make your breath and your body sing with joy. I mean, you should check out the space pod, people. That's the feng shui pod, right, Carrie?
Yes.
In the vitamin D bed. And Jane will get to the bottom of why you can't get past where you are, like what keeps blocking you, what keeps stopping you. And when you're done working on yourself, you can always go relax at the wellness clinics or go hang out with Desiree or do some breath work with Raquel. You can change. It is possible. And you can really put forth your best efforts in a way that will move mountains for you if you let it. You do have to be willing. You have to make that commitment to yourself. Don't you? Right, everybody?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
You have to show up. It's the most important thing. I mean, people are like, okay, so the biggest step in the journey is the first step. And that's just to show up. That's to make an appointment. That's to make the phone call. That's to show up at a dance studio. That's to make the choice to be there. Because if you are there, then you are allowing the next step to happen. You know, if you don't show up, then you will never find out just how far you can go, just how good you can feel, just how much restoration can happen, just how many friends you can make, just how many connections and relationships. With ballroom dancing, once you've met one person, you're family. And you create a network of people who care about you and want to have an endorphin high with you and want to have a safe spot where they can just dance and feel good and listen to the music and remember things. And so the biggest thing is just to show up. Be there. Do it. Be there.
You can't make a change until you make the decision and the commitment to make a change.
Yep. And I can't thank all of you enough for being here, and you are welcome back anytime. We do have openings in May if you want to pop back on here, and let's get into this discussion a little bit more. And I have a very special little guest here, and I'm going to let her say hello to the world because that's what we do here on Business Connections with Anita. And so you can say a little something, and then I'll tell the radio friends where to find us next week.
Hi.
Thank you for being here.
Hi. Say hi, Rainbow.
Hi.
We thank you for being here, and you can come back anytime you want to. And I know what it's like to get mic shy. It happens to the best of us, and got to be right up on there, I guess, in the sweet spot, right? And say hi again to the world, and say thank you for joining Business Connections with Anita.
Hi, thank you for joining Business Connections with Anita.
Wow. That was an awesome, amazing job. Wow. And you can see more about me on afdesigns.online. And what a fun time. I'm going to have to check out some ballroom dancing, some special little medicine from Jane, and learn more about being an empath. I just learned this information, so that's a little overwhelming as well. And Raquel, your breathing exercise. I know my radio friends learned a lot, and I know they're just as renewed as all of us in this room today. For Dana for joining us and putting it all together. And Chaz, we look forward. I want to go check out your place because I really like environments like that, and Pinnacle. And we'll see you next week, folks. We're out of time.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Take a look under your bed. Find stuff under there? What about jobs? No? Now try your basement. There's a pair of overalls that overall you're not so into anymore. A perfectly good laptop that hasn't sat in your lap in months. And even more stuff, but still no jobs? Well, you really have both. See, stuff is defined as household articles considered as a group. Sometimes this stuff is no longer needed. Wait, no longer